When have you been the most fulfilled, like the most energized as a director on a board?
Oh, I mean, so many times. So I'm a team sport person. So believe it or not, I was the shortest rower probably in the history of Williams College. But I love the idea of being part of a team and trying to accomplish something together that you could never really do on your own. And so the best boards are ones where it's a real team sport. You all come with your own different skills and experiences, and you come and it's very intense, and you contribute and debate and you argue, and then you leave feeling like, wow, that whole was so much bigger than the sum of its parts. Like, we all are so complementary. We all learn from each other. We all made a difference. You can see our fingerprints on helping the CEO and the company. And it was also, by the way, really fun. We had a great time. And when you see that kind of pattern of actually winning, that's the best, is when you actually see we put a strategy in place together, like with the CEO, and we helped pitch in on the strategy, and now we're trying to execute, and we've made some acquisitions, or we made that price increase, or we hired in some great talent, and in a public company, it's really fun.
What are the circumstances that you can recall where you've been kind of miserable as a director on a board?
Oh, there are those times. There have been those times. That's the thing, is that just that, like, if you've ever been part of a great winning team, then if you're ever on a team that isn't good, it just feels so much worse, because you're like, oh, well, this could be great. Why are we not great? And I would say that the fundamental root causes in those cases are, one is it doesn't feel like a team. There's not trust. Sometimes that's between the CEO and the board, where the CEO just doesn't want us there, or the board is misbehaving and trying to like get in the weeds and undermine the CEO and go around them. Just bad behavior. A second thing is when there's not clarity around why we're talking about something. So there's sometimes a lot of frustration emerges because the CEO comes and is like, I just need some encouragement, and I need you to understand what's going on in the company, and I need you to just think of everyone. And the board comes, and they haven't been there day to day, and they come and they're like, oh, this is our chance to weigh in. We want to critique and add value and get all in the business and push the CEO. And the CEO is like, wait, what? Like, that is not what I need. So getting clarity on what does the CEO and the company need? What kind of help do they need in this meeting? And then making sure the board understands that coming in and what role they can play. Getting that clarity and that alignment is really important. And that's a lot of the job of the CEO and the chair of the board, to make sure that everyone's aligned.
We hear this so often from our clients, like the new director's contribution is obvious based on their experience and how they've engaged with us, but will they fit with our culture? Will they be a disruptive board member, not because of what they know, but how they behave?
Yeah.
And that's consistent with what you're describing as, when things can go really south.
Many times. I've made so many mistakes over the years. The best way for you to contribute, because you're not running the company today, is to ask questions, to challenge, to speak up, to push on this, or question this. And that's a hard thing, because sometimes the way you do it is not in the board meeting. One of the things that I think I've been so lucky, and I feel so grateful for, is that people have given me a lot of feedback, and I ask for it. So oftentimes I will ask the CEO and say, how did that board meeting go? Do you have any feedback for me? And if you have the trust, sometimes you get really tough feedback, and the CEO will say, you were way too hard on us. We didn't need that, Yvonne. Like, thanks for your insights, but boy, you could have said it a different way, or maybe just called me separately, and that wasn't helpful.